It's finally happening. We have officially reached the marketing cycle. After a painful 4 years of waiting, we're here. Not only that, this is the first time we've gotten images of the adult Aang movie that aren't from a leak. These are t-shirts featuring adult Toph, Zuko, Katara, Aang, Team Avatar, and the villain. Again, this is not a leak. These are officially up for order on the Target website and they ship next week. So we're getting merch next week for a movie releasing in October. That doesn't really make sense unless the movie's been pushed up to summer. Let me know in the comment section down below how you're feeling about the release date. Is it still going to be all the way in October, or is this a sign that it's going to come out sooner? Anyway, let's get back to the topic of this video and go over all of this art, because there are a ton of surprising details here that could even tell us a lot about the movie itself. This image in particular is extremely telling. Alright, let's start things off with our girl Katara. As you guys can see here, her outfit seems to have been heavily modified from the 2023 leaked concept art from CinemaCon. For starters, her outfit seems to have more layers on it. There's this additional piece of fabric over her clothing and under her belt. The thing that was covering her stomach has also been modified, and I think I know the reason for that. Back in 2023, it might have even been 2022 at this point, I was told from a pretty reliable source at the time that at the end of this movie, Boomy would be born. With this image from CinemaCon, it all added up pretty well. But if you guys have been following Avatar as closely as I have, so the core viewers of this channel, around 5 or so months ago, a leak came from Appa Comics that said the ages of the characters have been aged down. They will be 1 year younger from when Avatar News leaked them. So I'm just gonna go on a whim here and say they probably removed the whole pregnancy plotline. I assume the movie got a little bit too messy trying to fit that in. Other than that, you can also see that her hair has been changed. It's now in this braid rather than flowing like before. Overall, I think Katara looks amazing. No complaints from me. I think they did a perfect job on the redesign, and if you look at Katara from A till A and you look at this image, it seems like the same person, and that's really all I can ask for. Zuko, he's looking good. This is probably the most drastic change from the cartoon till now. Most notably, his hair. Look how long his hair is. I mean, I like it, but you just gotta feel for the animators. Not only did you have to animate this flowing outfit, but also this hair too. Zuko's outfit seems to be a mix between his robe from season 3 and a Fire Nation battle armor type outfit. He has the shoulder pads, boots, forearm pieces. They all look like they're from a battle outfit. I don't know why I'm calling it a battle outfit. I mean armor, Fire Nation armor. Sorry guys, I've been trying to fix my sleep schedule, so I haven't slept in like 30 hours. You can also see he has this belt with addition to whatever's hanging off of it. I don't know what that is. Again, this is just a massive upgrade over his 2023 look, which was basically just a thick robe. Toph, wow. Is it just me, or is Toph looking kind of jacked? Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. It makes sense for Toph to be jacked, but I just wasn't expecting her to come out like that, you know? She looks strong. This is a slightly different outfit than the one we got a few days ago. I don't know if she's going to be getting multiple outfits in this movie or something. Well, I guess she could have just taken off these extra pieces of clothing like the armor on her shoulders. At first I was looking at Toph's face and I was thinking, man, she looks kind of anime. But then I realized she's kind of like the anime character of the show. You'll notice throughout her outfit she has these bits of metal spread throughout it. Now these are definitely here for her to metal bend. She is 100% going to be using parts of her outfit to fight, and that is going to look pretty unique. If you look in the back here, you'll see some cool Easter eggs like the cabbage merchant cart. I wonder if that building in the back is like a modern version of her metal bending academy. Next up, we have the one and only Aang, who is in front of an air temple in this wild airbending pose. I don't even know what to call this pose, but can I just say how much black suits Aang? But hey, avatars, that's actually great. Yep, sure, same thing, whatever. No, but black is just such a fitting color on Aang. I really love how it makes the rest of his outfit pop so much. I can already imagine how beautiful this is going to look when animated. The long flowing cape interacting with his bending, flowing in the wind. It's going to look so epic. I think behind him is the Southern Air Temple, but I'm not sure if this is just stock art from Avatar The Last Airbender that they threw in here to make the image look better, or if maybe we're going to be going to the Southern Air Temple in this movie. I have no idea. I could see either happening. Now it's time to move on to the image you've hopefully all been waiting for, Team Avatar. There's actually two of them, but let's go over the most telling one first. We have Aang, Sokka, who looks very different. We'll get to him in a moment. And then we have Zuko, Toph, Katara, and who is this? Now, I'm pretty sure that this is Dave Bautista's character. This is the villain of the movie. And now, it's kind of funny. You wouldn't expect it because he's just chilling here. He kind of looks like he's part of the squad. So my theory is that he's introduced as a good guy. Aang relates to him. He's like, oh, another airbender. This guy's really cool. And then by the end of the movie, he reveals himself to be evil. Pretty cliche, but that's what I think is going to happen. You'll notice his airbender tattoos are just a little bit different than Aang's. The ones on his arm look like they're fully dotted in, but if you look at the one on his head, it's more akin to the ones in Wan's era. It almost seems like this guy is from deep in the past. Not exactly Wan's era, but you know, pretty deep in there. Now, his outfit is actually the same as the Wan era airbenders. God, that's kind of hard to say, except the red part is no longer kind of like, I think the Wan era airbenders had it as like more of a skirt, and this guy has it going over his shoulder. Is this guy the first male air nomad that we've seen that intentionally has hair? You know, excluding the Korra era airbenders. And this guy has a full head of hair, you know, it's just shaven down a bit with this long ponytail. We've only ever seen the female air nomads have something similar to this, never a male air nomad, so that's pretty interesting. Poor Aang, man. Can you imagine how insane this is? After all this time, you're an adult, you finally meet another airbender. You have this hope that you've never had before, but then it turns out he's evil. That is just absolutely heartbreaking for him. I guess this could explain why you've never heard about him during the Korra era. Obviously, in real life, we know this was made after Korra, but canonically in the timeline, it happens before Korra. So maybe Aang and Team Avatar, they're pretty hush-hush on this whole situation because the last thing you need is the world to think airbenders are evil. If you're Aang, you're not letting this get out. That will just put a target on him and his family. You never know. There might be people being like, you know, maybe Sozin was right if they find out about this. Obviously, I'm joking. I'm joking on that part. But you know, it actually wouldn't surprise me. In the back, we see this temple, and this temple is nothing like we've ever seen before in Avatar. This is a lot more similar to a Mayan temple, maybe an Aztec temple. The surroundings seem a lot like Machu Picchu. I do want to go over Sokka because he surprised me the most in terms of looks. His ponytail, or I guess wolf tail, is a lot shorter than it was in the CinemaCon art. His sword club hybrid thing is now sharper, a bit longer, which has actually kind of translated to him as a whole. Just looking at him, he looks sharper, thinner, longer. His wrist straps have changed to be more like when he was a kid. It's kind of weird how Sokka became the youngest looking one in Team Avatar. He was the second oldest after Zuko, and now he just looks the youngest. As of right now, I'm gonna be real, I'm not the biggest fan of how Sokka looks. However, that could easily change. The actor for Sokka could put on this amazing performance. He could make me laugh. I could see him in animation. It could change everything. But off first look vibes, I'm not really feeling it right now. I don't really want to go over Aang in too much detail because we kind of did that in my last video. But this is more of a clear look of his face. He kind of just looks like an upgraded version of the CinemaCon image, except this is like that meme. You know that meme that's like cartoon versus cartoon movie, and it's like slightly better shading and line work. That's pretty much this. I mean, he looks good, man. I don't really have too much to say. I just need to see him in action now. Now, lastly, we do have another image of Team Avatar. This one includes Appa and Momo, but these are not new images of Appa and Momo. These are actually just stock promo art from 2021. When they founded Avatar Studios, they remade a lot of their old 2008 promo art, and that's what this image of Appa and Momo are. I mean, obviously, they're animals, so they're not going to be changing too much. I guess what I'm trying to say is this isn't new art of them, so there's not really much to say here. However, this actually is our first full body image of adult Team Avatar, and overall, I think together as a whole, they look solid. This isn't like Boruto where everybody was greased. No, that didn't happen. They all look pretty good. I said I'm not too sold on Sokka, and that is true, but as a whole, and I mean as a group, as a team, they look good together. Anyway, I ordered myself a shirt. It says it'll be here in a week. I'm hoping this coming out means the movie is pushed up to summer. You know, since all of the designs are out, they really have no reason to hold back anymore. You guys already know I'll be making a video regardless of the circumstances as soon as a trailer drops, so subscribe for that. Anyway, that's all for now. Peace out.